Hi guys, welcome to my new review for the third episode of JoJo Stardust Crusaders, the David Productions one, just in case you're watching this new. If you're not, thanks for joining in. It means a lot to me. If you could subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. I do this out of a hobby, so that would mean a lot. Thank you very much. As always, I've got my manga, and I've also got my notes that I've written down from the episode, like I always do. See my JoJo stuff in the background. Anyway, let's start with it. I just want to say one thing, which is I'm pretty sure that this anime is going to end in part 3, because during part 2 they did have a webisode slash commercial that was using part 4 for the Ultra Jump. That was talking about JoJolion, and it was talking about JoJolion mainly. And then they did one for the during the first episode, like I talked about, and you can see on my channel if you subscribe, which is about part 5 Golden Wind, talking about Ultra Jump and also about the JoJoBA. I've also done a review of the limited edition version of JoJoBA, which you can see on my channel as well. So please check it out. But anyway, let's get onto the meat of it, which is the actual episode. So anyway, it has the intro, as it does. Then it has a commercial for the first Blu-ray and DVD of when it comes out of the part of the first few episodes of part 3. I will update this. I do apologise, I didn't write down when it comes out because I was too busy writing down notes. I'm very sorry. Anyway, let's get into it. As we go into the book, as I said, it actually opens up. Sorry. It opens up. It shows the Nikonome right here. That's when episode 2 happened, and then it goes into the next part, which is this: the fact that it goes into here, and there's one part they cut out, and that's normal for Japan. Well, it's semi-normal for Japan. It's very normal for the West, in the fact that right here, he says, how does a person control people? Through charisma. And he doesn't mention it, but right here, as you can see, if you can read katakana, he mentions Hitler. He goes, Hitler controlled people through Hitler controlled people through his charisma, and that's exactly how Dio does it. And they cut that out. They just basically said half of it, which is basically, yeah, demons control people through demons, and Dio's a demon. That makes sense. Dio's evil, so he controls people through evil. Hitler did it. I'm not getting into shit. I'm just saying what the manga said. You can read it right here. If you want to read it, it's right there. If you want to read, anyway, and it goes into that, and basically, he goes, everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. Go through the pages. Everything's perfect. Okay, sorry, I'm reading my notes. As you know from my reviews, I do read my notes. So anyway, as you get to the point, it does have the Abdul scene where he's talking to Dio, and Dio's basically like, you have an amazing power, you should join me, which you can see through All-Star Battle. They also copied that in All-Star Battle, which is awesome. I love that part. And he's like, and he runs away, and he's like, which is his hair, of course, like this. He's like, I'm Dio. That's how it goes. Basically, yeah, that's what happens. And then they're like, don't do it, Jotaro. And he's like, you forget that I can stop a bullet. You forget that I can do this. I'm going to take it. And they're like, no. And he's like, fucking easy. In the manga, when you're reading it, you're like, oh my god. But in the anime, it's like, because in the like I referenced before, I don't have it on me. It's back up there. The way they do the Nikonome, that's how I'm going to release it, because I'm not sure. I've only read JoJo in Japanese, but the way they do it is basically like, next time on Dragon Ball Z. But on this, it's like, oh, fucking got it. Look at this, like, that's how it's like in this version. Love it, brilliant. And to be honest, in the manga, that's how it does it. It does take a long time, but they basically solves it within an episode, which is brilliant. I say an episode, half a chapter, to be really honest. Then you get to a point as you go through. Right here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. It goes like that, right? Actually, as soon as Noriaki turns back to himself, there is actually a new scene where instead Joseph goes up to Holly instead. And he's like, oh, Holly, could you, Holly, what you doing? And Holly's like, well, Mr. Kakuin has just woke up, and we should get him some new sheets, and we should really, he's been laying there for a while. He needs to take care. We should put something under his sheets, which is new here. There is a kind of like semi-done version beforehand, but it is new here. And basically, there comes to a point where it's just like, it's like he goes up to her and he's like, it's not a new version, it comes later, but for the moment it's new. And he's just like, Holly, Holly, what are you doing? He's like, well, to be honest, Holly, as in holy, means Seiko, and the Se part of Seiko means holy, and the Ko part means child. So it's like Seiko kind of means holy child. So it's like Holly, shit like that. And it's like, well, technically, my friends have been calling me Seiko because holy kind of means Seiko. And he's like, what the, because of course, he's British / American, aka he speaks English, so he's like, what the fuck's going on? That's not new, but it comes later, like I'll say, but it's added in now. Then it goes into chapter 8. And basically, there's a part here, allow me to show you, where he's doing the same thing. And like I said, boom, let's go on to the next page, where he's kind of like the same thing I said. That's what I just said about his body. But there's something new. Because right here, when Abdel walks in, before he actually walks in on Holly, because what he's supposed to do is he's supposed to walk in on Holly, and Holly's on the floor by the fridge, and he's like, oh my god, Mrs. Joestar, oh no, or like, Mrs. Kuja, oh no, and he rips the back, and then she's got the new stand. Instead of that, he's like, in the actual version like this, he's like, ugh! Like that, and it ends, and that's when it goes into the first commercial, and when the commercial returns, it just so Joseph like, and it comes up Hermit Purple. That's pretty cool, that's pretty good. The really weird thing is that when Abdul is talking to Holly, he's like, oh my god, Holly, no, Holly, what's going on? And then in the actual manga, when Joseph and Jotaro walk around, they're supposed to be like black-eyed, as in looking down and sad, like kind of like that. And instead they're like just fucking staring. And I'm like, oh, could you just shorten this manga a little bit more? Don't know what the fuck's going on. So basically, there's a part here I'll show you right now. Like I'm talking about, like this is the part I'm talking about. They're like, if you look at that part of the manga, you're like, yeah, they're upset that their daughter / mother is in pain. Oh my god, no! Like in a manly way, And what happens right here is, what happens? Joseph grabs his grandson, smacks him against the wall, like, oh my god, what the fuck, oh my god, and everything happens as it does. I'm only trying to tell the things from the manga that's a little bit different, so I'm sorry if I groan. Anyway, there's a bit right here that I'll show you. Right here in the bottom, Joseph grabs his his daughter, my apologies. He grabs his daughter and holds her like this. He doesn't do that in the anime. He smacks his grandson, aka Jotaro, against the wall like that. And he just says it straight away. What he's supposed to say. He goes like that. And then he basically says this part right here. Sorry, right here. Right here. Sorry. I'm really fucked up with the way he does. Basically, he grabs him, gets grabbed by the wrist by Jotaro, puts away, and then the part where he's supposed to grab Holly, he just stands there like that. It's like, wow, in the anime version, he doesn't give a shit really. And then that's when the part where they're talking about and he's like, well, you talk about Dio and all this shit, you can't see where he is. My Star Platinum, well, you don't know that it's called Star Platinum. It's like my evil ghost can read this shit, and he's like, and draws a picture of the fly. And to be honest, I really give it to the animators. They did an amazing job because it looks fucking epic. Like, fucking yes, I give them everything and 7. So anyway, yeah, they give them this. But now I'm going to talk about something that's separate. So what happens is, instead of going, wait a minute, that's a fly from Egypt, I know that. Instead of doing that, he goes, I will look for it, and he runs off. I mean, I can understand that, because you wouldn't go like, wait a minute, that is the fly from Egypt, I know this. It's the fly of the Bingaby with and chicken fuck. Yes, I know it. You would actually want to look it up. So Abdul runs to a library, which the Joestars have somehow, and he actually looks it up. And that's when you have Kakyoin come in, and the really big thing is, I've got the notes here, I do apologise. He just like comes in like, he goes, I think I've seen this kind of thing before. And he's like grabbing the books, looking for the books at this like library that's within the Joestar's house, which is weird. And he's looking through these books, and he's like, I've got to look through these books. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure if you didn't know it yourself, then why would you know it through these books? That's really weird. But anyway, that's the weird thing about this, But anyway, he looks through it, he's like, like that. And he's like, oh yes. And then Kakyoin like comes in, he's injured, and he's like, what the fuck's going on, basically. And he's just having a look, and yeah. I do apologise, I have to look through these notes. But anyway, yeah. That's exactly what happens. And it goes into the next part, which is it's Holly laying in the bed. This part doesn't really happen. She's laying in the bed. She sits up like, okay, don't you worry. And then Joseph comes over, he cleans her teeth. He massages her everywhere. And she's like, can you put on panties? And he's like, oh, because of course she's your daughter. Would you want to be like, of course I'll put on your panties, my love. He's like, she's like, I'm only joking, Dad. Daddy. She puts on the panties, and of course she asks Jotaro something, and Jotaro's like, sit the fuck down, you're ill. And she's like, and of course he's like, mother. And she's like, of course, Jotaro, I love you. Of course, like mother would be like that. She's like, my son's staring at me in a weird way, but he called me mummy. That's lovely, isn't it? So that's how it happens anyway. So that's new. Basically, he's like, take care. If you're okay, you should get better. I love you, so get better. Take care. Well, that's what Joseph says. Sorry. And Kakyoin was like, thank you for taking care of me. Take care, please. He's like in a really like lovely way. He's lovely. I like him. He's very lovely. And it's like there's more adverts. There's more adverts and stuff. The adverts are all the same. All the adverts basically cover everything that it's sponsored by, which is the Medicos Entertainment figures and statues, which I do own. I've done videos before. I deleted them because no one cared, and I don't think no one will care. If you do care, please comment in any of my videos and be like, I want to see your JoJo figures, because that'd be cool. I've got them hidden because no one cares. Anyway, let's get on to it. So basically it comes to the part where they're going to leave to Egypt, because they're like, okay, we know this is going to happen, this Egypt, blah, blah, blah. Comes to the point where you're like, is he not going to say it? Because it's in the fucking manga. I'm looking for the... Then it goes into the next chapter, which is chapter 9. And which is like, it's kind of like spared and everything. I'm going to go for the normal stuff. And then you get to Dio, that's like, he's using, Hermit Purple's power. He's like, and he gets the power from the camera, and he's like, I thought so. It's Joseph and Jotaro, and he's saying it in kind of like a foreign way because, of course, you know, Dio's British and his English is British English like mine. If you didn't know, I'm British. Anyway, what it does is it goes to like, it does the what do you call it, the ending, which I would love to update if I can. But anyway, it shows the ending and the new ending, and it's like, it's exciting, yes. And then it goes into you think it's going to show like next time on JoJo Stardust Crusaders, but instead it actually goes into an extra part which is showing, you know, the when they're on the plane, like, well, actually in the manga, and where they're actually going to like India and stuff. And it's where it shows like after Dio did his bit where like Joseph and Jotaro, huh? And then Joseph's like, huh, I felt something. And then you've got like Jotaro like, yeah. And then it shows like Tower of Grey at the end going end, and that's when it ends. And I think that's perfect. I loved it to end with Tower of Grey, because I was thinking if it ends before Tower of Grey, no, that's not a good episode. Ends with Tower of Grey at very least, yes, because we know what happens. And I'm gonna go into the next part, which made me fucking happy. And I'm not even a big fan of this guy. When it goes next time on JoJo, it ends and it goes Tower, you know, it shows Tower of Grey, and it's like yeah, and it shows different parts and it shows different bits talking. Doesn't show any battle scenes from the battle against Tower of Grey, which is awesome because that is a good fight. And it's like, then it ends with fucking Polnareff's half of his face like that, drinking tea. It's Polnareff next episode. Yes, I'm glad they show Polnareff because it's just, I thought they were going to stretch it to like, they were going to really stretch it, and they're not stretching it, and I love it. That's brilliant. I'm happy with that. There we go. End of. Thank you for watching this. It ends about here in the manga, as I'm pointing to. It ends about here. Thank you for watching this episode. It means a lot to me. Sorry this episode is longer than normal, but there are a lot of stuff. The next episode is called Tower of Grey, after Tower of Grey. Basically, I'm so happy about this episode. Notes, get out. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, yeah, next week, watch out for my next week's episode. There may not be an episode in 2 weeks for the fact that in Japan there is Golden Week, but I'll update you as soon as possible. So thank you for watching. It means a lot. Take care, and